Welcome back to The Exchange. Google is announcing the rollout of its latest in-house AI chip as the tech giant takes aim at NVIDIA. Mackenzie Sagalos has more on the shifting AI race in today's Tech Check. Mac.
Hey, Dom. So Google is opening access to its most powerful AI chip yet, part of a much bigger play to challenge NVIDIA and close the gap with cloud rivals Amazon and Microsoft. So Alphabet, it has spent 10 years building this chip called Ironwood. It was introduced back in April, but now it is going to be available for mass sale. Now, this matters because chips are becoming the deciding factor in who gains ground in the cloud wars. While most AI models still run on NVIDIA GPUs, Google's hardware undercuts them on price. Amazon and Microsoft, they do both have their own in-house AI chips. Even OpenAI is paying Broadcom $10 billion to design one of their own. But Google's TPUs are already running two of the most important models out there, its very own Gemini and Claude. And that is helping Alphabet win major cloud contracts with names like OpenAI, Meta, and Anthropic. Bernstein's Stacey Razgon says Google is the only hyperscaler really deploying custom AI chips at massive scale, adding that rivals are still years and billions behind. CEO Sundar Pichai credits TPUs specifically for driving massive upside in its cloud business, which is why they are doubling down. Google's CapEx spend now on track to hit $93 billion this year, a lot of that on chips, with even more spending coming in 2026, Dom.
All right, so speaking of NVIDIA, Mac, Jensen Huang is actually now walking back some comments he made to the Financial Times, claiming that China is going to win the AI race. How exactly does that play out right now?
So we saw this about face. So the company put out a statement on social media soon after that, notably softer than his claim that China was going to win the AI race. And this comes at a time that NVIDIA is really taking it from all sides. Their H20 chip, it is still stuck in approval limbo for an export license. So he's wrangling with the U.S. government on that. And then both NVIDIA and AMD are up against tougher restrictions from Beijing. You've got Reuters reporting that China's forcing state-backed data centers to use domestic AI chips. In some cases, they're being forced to tear out foreign hardware, according to Reuters reporting. You've also got Beijing conducting a national security review of NVIDIA's chips. So at this point, Jensen Huang, their CEO, is saying that their China market share is down to zero. And then last month, there was all this hope around those bilateral talks between President Trump and Xi Jinping in South Korea that maybe we'd get some progress on chip policy, and that hasn't happened. So I think that NVIDIA very much feeling like this negotiating tactic in a larger trade war.